2023 is now here, and while we can look at the past and say how terrible it was, it's a good idea to look to the future. Hello, extremely intelligent lambs, and welcome back to the Movie Night Review. I'll be your host today, Peter Wary, and today's topic will be on movies I'm hyped to watch in 2023. Let's get started. For those who saw my previous video last week, I talked about movies that I liked that came out in 2022. And I thought I would put out a video quickly saying movies I really want to be able to watch in 2023 when they come out. These would not be in order of how they came out, these would not be in order of how they came out. These will be in order of how they came out, and not in a particular order of which ones I'm hyped about the most, because the fact of the matter is, I know in 2019 there was some really good movies coming out, and I was hyped for the most Endgame, and in the end that actually turned out not the greatest of that year. So I'm not going to rank them by favorite to least favorite. I'm going to be ranking them from how they come out. So the first one on this list is only going to come out in a couple weeks. So you get the point. We're going to start out this year with hopefully some really good movies. And continue. I'm just going to go all the way from February to December on movies I'm excited about. So let's start with February. So in February, the movie we have coming out is that of Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. It's coming out on February 17th. I'm really excited for this movie. I like the first two Ant-Man movies. The second one wasn't the best. It kind of just falls into the category of most Marvel movies. The first one was a lot of fun. But I'm really excited for this one because this is going to be kicking off Phase 5 of the MCU. And while Phase 4 was a disaster, I'm hoping that they can fix this. They're bringing back Kang the Conqueror from Loki. It's going to be a real build up to what's going to go on in Phase 5. Hopefully it's good. I haven't talked about this yet, but while I didn't put it on my list of top 10 favorite TV shows, I do kind of like the first season of Loki. It was good. It wasn't perfect, but it was, out of all the Marvel shows, it was probably the best out of them. Actually, Moon Knight was the best one out of all of them. I really like Moon Knight. I'll talk about it later on, but Moon Knight was awesome. Anyways, but back onto this movie, right? So, I haven't been keeping up with all the rumors of this movie, but what I've heard about it is that it has basically I've seen the trailers for it. And basically what happens is they get stuck in the quantum realm, it looks like, and Ant-Man has to join up with King the Conqueror to find something. They team up for some reason. I don't know all the rumors about it, but if you guys know anything, actually please do not leave it in the comments, because we want other people to be able to have their surprise. So be nice to other people and don't leave it in the comments if you know any spoilers. When these movies come out, make sure you guys do not go spam the comments with tons of spoilers, because we want to be able for other people to see these movies without having all these spoilers So as you guys watch these movies, I might try to leave links to where you can buy tickets for these movies in the comments as we can buy tickets. So if you guys want to try to find a way to get tickets, I'll find a way to provide links to those tickets down in the comments. Yes, so Quantumania, I believe it's coming out only a week and a half or something, so yeah, if you want to get tickets, you have to get tickets now. I'll probably leave a link to how you can get tickets. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. I'm hoping it's good. Phase 4 did not do good, but there's rumors that Marvel was trying to learn from their mistakes with Phase 4 and try to move on. sadly, I seriously doubt they're actually going to learn from their mistakes. But hopefully they can. This movie is going to be as the opening of Phase 5, as we've been talking about in our videos on intros. Intros. I mean, it's an important thing, and this is the intro to Phase 5. So, this is going to be what turns people who are kind of stuck through it for Phase 4 and all. This is going to turn these people against Marvel if it's bad. So hopefully they make this movie good, because I really want to be able to enjoy Marvel's. I really want to enjoy Marvel movies after this, but the fact of the matter is, I don't know if I will, because it's really, it's kind of sad what they did with Phase 4. I'll go into a video talking about Phase 4 later on. But for now, if you want to see Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania in theaters, trying to make it out there, it's hopefully going to be good. We'll see if I actually end up watching in theaters. I probably will try to find a way to watch it when it comes out, because I want to be able to review it soon as it comes out, so you guys can have my opinions, spoiler-free review of that movie. So, anyways, let's move on to the next one. So now we move into March. We have 2 movies coming out. That is the movies of Shazam, The Fury of the Gods, and Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. The Fury of the Gods is coming out on the 17th of March. I'll first talk about that one quickly. So for those who didn't see, who saw my video talking about superhero movies, I believe it's the first part, I talked about how I really like the movie Shazam. It has problems, but overall I liked it. I thought it was a good story, and I was really excited after watching that movie to see the sequel, and now the sequel's coming out, and it looks like it might be good. First trailer did not sell me. I was thinking of putting out a reaction video to the second trailer, because I actually really liked it. It was a solid trailer, and it actually helped hype it up, because especially in the first one, he kind of looked a little, like Shazam kind of looked a little weird. Like, I don't know what was wrong. He's like a little bit too tan, and he just looks a little strange. In the second trailer, they did a good job making his suit look more normal again, and making him look less weird. I don't know why he looked so tanned in that first trailer. I don't know if it was the lighting or something, but he looked like way too tan, and it looked really weird. It looks very strange. Anyways, but the second trailer really fixed that problem. So thank you for that. I can't wait to see this movie. I'm hoping that DC can turn around, because DC has the opportunity now to completely crush Marvel. I've always thought that DC was better. A lot of people are going to hate me for that. So I've always wanted to see DC kick Marvel to the side. I like some characters in Marvel, but I think overall DC is better. They have Batman and Superman, characters like that, some of my favorite superheroes. So I really hope that they can push Marvel aside and be like, this is how we do it, and crush them. I would love to see that. I would love to see, hopefully this is DC's year. I have, I believe, 3 or 4 DC movies on this list, and I think only one Marvel movie on this list. That's how DC is going to be way better in this year than Marvel was. So, hooray for DC. Now we're going to move on to Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. This is going to come out on March 30th. I hadn't really heard anything about this movie until suddenly I saw the trailer, and I was like, this is going to be awesome. If I had to list them in order of how excited I am, I think this is probably one of them, probably might be the top, because it just looked, I didn't know anything about this movie. I didn't even know it was coming out. I think I heard one rumor about it before, but when I saw the trailer, I'm like, I cannot wait to see this movie. This movie is going to be awesome. It looks amazing, and hopefully it is. It looks like a perfect little fantasy adventure, and I'm hoping it does well. Hoping it's good, because I'm really hyped for it. I'm not as hyped as I was for Endgame and things like that. again, I've only watched the trailers a couple times for this. I don't know much about it besides that it's coming out on the 30th of March. But besides that, it looks really good, and I can't wait to see it because hopefully it is good. The cast looks pretty fun. It looks like it's gonna be a very fun movie. So again, I can't wait to see it. Hopefully I'll see this when it first comes out, or sometime, so I can review it and tell you guys if it's good or not. Alright, so again with February, with these ones, you can feel free to try to see them in theaters. You can wait until they come out digital, whatever. But just tell me your thoughts about what you think of these movies. Now we come to April. There's only one movie in this month that I'm excited for. And honestly, just like with Honor Among Thieves, I was not really had my opinions on it. I think I heard there was a rumor about Chris Pratt playing this character, but the fact of the matter is, after seeing the trailer, I really want to see the Super Mario Brothers movie. It looks awesome. It's going to be coming out on April 7th, and it actually looks like they're going to honor the character. I've played a couple Mario games before. I don't play that much video games. It's not because I don't like playing video games. It's more that I just don't find time. So again, as I've talked about before in one of my previous videos, when we reach 10,000 subscribers, I will start a second channel. The options of books, food, games, so something like that. So, and once that gets released, if we choose to just go with games, then I'll probably, play more video games because I need to be able to, tell you my thoughts about these video games. I don't know. I haven't figured out what that channel would be like, how it would work. Would it just be reviewing video games? I think it would probably be more like I'll play through video games and we can have discussions. Well, that would probably be a channel where there's a lot more live streams and all, where we can just talk over video games. Maybe we can even do some fun stuff with video game, where we can do game parties where we can all be playing the same game and talking it over as we're playing. We'll see what we can do. But let's get back to the topic of this movie's at hand. So yes, the Super Mario Brothers movie that's coming out. I don't know what I think of the voice of Mario yet. It's weird having Chris Pratt as Mario. I don't think it works, but it looks visually awesome. It looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun to watch. I'll probably watch it eventually. I don't know. This is one of those movies I don't know if I really want to see it, but I don't think it's gonna be one of those movies I want to see in theaters. It just looks kind of like an enjoyable movie to watch sometime. I don't know. It depends on, by the time some of these movies are coming out, how my channel is growing. Because if we're growing big enough, then I feel like it is a good idea for me to try to watch some of these movies in theaters. I can, but with our channel, I'll talk about this later, but our channel is growing. I thank you guys all for the growing of how our channel is growing, but the fact of the matter is, we need to be bigger to be able to actually, because when you watch movies in theaters, that's taken, I had to spend a lot of money to watch all these movies in theaters, and if only 18 people are seeing this, and actually watching through these videos, and actually watching this review, while yes, these 18 people matter, I don't know if I'm ready to be able to spend that much money just for 18 people can be able to have my reaction to this. I would love to be able to give people my reaction, but you get what I'm saying. It's a lot of money spent, and it's not that you guys are not worth it. It's that it's money is how you live. And while right now this is just a hobby of mine, I want to be able to become more professional with this. But for right now, it's more of a hobby, and I can't be spending all my money on just this hobby. So that's why I might not be watching these all in theaters. Yes, so the Mario, we're going to be jumping a little bit ahead now to June, because honestly, I couldn't find any movies in May that I actually liked, so I'm just jump straight into June. So in June we have 2 movies coming out. That is the Flash movie and Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Let's start with the Flash movie. This is coming out on the 16th of June. And this has been going through a lot of things. I'm surprised they actually continued this movie. It sounds like, I don't know what this movie's gonna do. I want to watch it mainly because it's a Flashpoint movie. That's the only reason. I don't really like that version of the Flash. But, I mean, it looks like it's dealing with Flashpoint. It looks like it could be a good story. I don't know. I keep hearing rumors about this, and I hope that this is true, but I would love to be able to see a cameo from Grant Gustin's version of the Flash, because that version of the Flash I actually like. So I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but if it does happen, that would be awesome. Honestly, the best fan theory I've heard, and I doubt this is going to come true, is people say that they should just have it so at the end of the movie somehow Grant Gustin's Flash replaces Ezra Miller's Flash. And I'm like, that would be awesome, but I doubt they're going to do that. It would make a really cool thing because season 9 of The Flash is about to end. Imagine if they did something like, honestly, I don't know how that would work. They would have to, I don't know when the season finale of The Flash is coming out. I'll go into a video talking about that. But The Flash TV show later on, by the way. But I don't know when the finale is going to happen. But if the finale happened, like, maybe right after this Flash movie came out, or right before it, I think it would be best if it did something like this. I'm going to get into a little bit of a fan theory idea that I have. You guys can skip past if you want. So basically, this is my thought, right? What if they did something like this? That is, so the finale of The Flash happened right after, right? So you go into the finale, kind of like what happened in Black Lightning and TV shows like that, where they had a episode of that TV show, and then suddenly, like, there's this, like, you know, the person just disappears, and it goes into seeing them in, like, Crisis on Infinite Earths. Kind of like what happened there. Maybe they could do something like, his world is in destruction, like, you know, the Flash of the CW, and then you just have this random cameo of the Flash from the DCU shows up, and then it leads into his movie, and you see a little bit before that what happens with the Ezra Miller Flash and how he gets to that point, and then you see something happens where, you know, you're leading into, like, that leads into the finale of the Flash TV show, where you see, like, he helps with, like, you know, saving the city, but a bomb is about to explode, and something's about to happen that's going to destroy the world. That universe is going to be completely destroyed. And so then, he has to leave to deal with some other stuff. The other version of the Flash, the Ezra Miller Flash. And then at the very end of the movie, you have Grant Gustin's Flash coming back, and he's like, my whole world is destroyed now. And then at the end of the movie, you have Ezra Miller's Flash dies, and then Grant Gustin's Flash just chooses to take over his world. And then you just have from then on, in the DCU, you have Grant Gustin's Flash. That would work. I mean, it would make it so he's just got replaced because of the death of Ezra Miller's Flash. That would be cool. I doubt they're going to do that because I think they're going to hopefully they give Flash his happy ending. Like, it would be kind of mean if they didn't. But you never know. So yeah, the main thing I am actually excited about this movie is the possibilities. Just like with Ant-Man and the Wasp. And that's what I'm worried about, because that's the same thing I went into with Multiverse of Madness, Endgame, movies like that, where it kind of just was disappointment, because especially with Multiverse of Madness, I'll have to go do a whole different review about Multiverse of Madness, but I'll just say quickly, I don't like it how it's and I think you probably have heard this said a lot. I'm pretty sure you guys probably have all heard this said a lot. But the problem with Multiverse of Madness is that the name Multiverse of Madness. It should have been 3 universes in kind of destruction. That's what it should have been called, basically, because that's what happened. You had one moment where you saw a bunch of multiverses, and were they in madness? Not really. It kind of was like, it didn't live up to its title. It's kind of like if I made a video, and my title was something completely, like, imagine if I named one of my videos, right? It was talking about my top 10 favorite TV shows, and it is something like the 10 TV shows that will save the world when we are on absolute destruction. It just like completely makes up this title that sounds like it's gonna be like, if you don't watch these movies, the whole world is gonna die, and the whole world's gonna be destroyed. And it's really not as. I think that's a really weird example. I don't know why I chose that as an example, but you get the point. You over-exaggerate your title so it makes it so people want to watch it, and that's what happened with this. Is they over-exaggerated. They over-exaggerated. Like, they should have done more like what happened with Loki. Like, there was talk about how Loki could have been in Multiverse of Madness. They could have had a lot of fun, but they chose not to. That was supposed to be the big movie of Phase 4, and it really was not. The big movie of Phase 4 was Spider-Man No Way Home. So, which is also a multiverse movie, but it was just not. It was also a small multiverse movie, but we weren't expecting a really big multiverse movie with that. But with a title like Multiverse of Madness, you were expecting the multiverse to be in madness. And it wasn't. Hopefully in Phase 5 we can have a Multiverse of Madness for real, but for right now, we don't. So, off that rant, quickly, so basically, the big thing is, I'm really excited about The Flash for the reasons of what it can do, and I feel like I need to lower my expectations because it's probably not going to be as great as my ideas could be. Not even with that weird fan theory I just thought of. But with, simple. There's a lot of possibilities they can do with just having certain characters. Different stuff like that. How they could reboot the DCU in a good way with this movie, and they're probably just going to use it to really do nothing and just be a funny movie. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe this movie's going to be like the movie of the year because of how great it is. But I doubt it. Okay, now we come to The Diary of Destiny. This movie's coming out on the 30th of June. Quick thing on because I haven't really talked about my thoughts on the Indiana Jones movies. I like them. I wish they were better. They're not perfect. They didn't make the top of my list for my favorite trilogies because honestly they're good. I don't know what to say about them because they're good. They could have been better. Not like with what I said with the Hunger Games, how it's good, but I wish it was great. It's not like that. It's in the way that it's a fun adventure, and that's it. While the Hunger Games, even as the movies they are right now, are still really good, those ones are just okay, and I think they could be greater, but I don't have as big of a connection with saying that they must be a bit greater. I don't have anything really strongly get this idea that they could have been better. They're by George Lucas. I'm just saying, I'm not the biggest fan of George Lucas. I don't think he can make really good films. So that's just me. I know a lot of people that hate me for that. But overall, the first movie of the Indiana Jones movies I like. The second one, I guess it's good. The third one is probably my favorite. That is Civil. The fourth one, that's like a newer one that came out. It's a lot of people hate it. I feel like it's not that good, but the same thing with stuff like the sequel Star Wars trilogy. I can't really say, just like with the sequel Star Wars trilogies, I don't like them. But the fact of the matter is, I don't like the originals either. So it's not like I hate them from a filmmaking reasons, not from a fan reason. I don't mind them for fan reasons. Just like with that one, it's not as good of a story, but I personally think it does still stick up to the Indiana Jones type movies. And I will admit that watching Indiana Jones for a second time and a third time, and every single time I watch it again, I'm starting to like Indiana Jones more because I'm starting to lower my expectations and not expected, this amazing adventure, and just expected an Indiana Jones movie. So I hope that this movie is just another Indiana Jones movie. It looks like it could be fun, but again, it's an Indiana Jones movie, and it's a sequel to The Crystal Skull, so I don't know how good it can be, but I'm hoping it's good. Okay, now we're actually going to jump all the way down to November. We're going to skip past July, August, September, October. We're going to skip past all of those and go straight to November. So in November, we have, I don't think there's any, actually no, there is one trailer for this that's come out, but it's only like this little promo video. And this movie is that of, I believe it's a movie. Again, I actually don't know that much facts about this. I haven't done much research on this movie yet. But The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds. This movie, if it is a movie, again, I might be wrong. This might be a TV show and I just completely forgot. Didn't pick up on that. But I thought it was a movie. But it's coming out on November 17th. This movie I'm excited for. It's talking about, the main character, I believe, is Corey Snow, President Snow, when he was younger, and he's a mentor to this girl in District 12, and he has to, I think he starts falling in love with her or something like that. He's trying to, but he's kind of manipulated her. But it sounds like she's also not the best person either. She's manipulating him too, and it doesn't look like it's as good as the original, stories. I have not read this book yet, because I believe this is also off of a book that is about Corey Snow and all. But this movie overall, I'm going to watch it. I'm probably gonna. It might be good. I don't know. I really like the Hunger Games movies and books, and so I'm hoping that this movie's also good. I don't know what else to say about this. That's literally all I have for it, because I don't know. This is coming out in November. I don't know much. I don't have much details. The last of these movies, I don't know really what's going on with them, because no trailers have come out. Nothing really has been said about them. Even included that these last two movies on this list might not even happen. They might not even come out this year. They might be coming out next year or the year after that. I don't know what's going to happen with them. They might even be canceled, especially with the last one for some reasons. So overall, this is what I think of that, of the Hunger Games, the Ballad of the Songbirds. I hope it's good. I don't know if it's good. I don't know much details about it. Maybe if I get time, I'll read the book and see what I can figure out about it. But for right now, it looks like it's going to be a good adaptation. That's all I can say about it. So our last one, we come to November. It's coming out on Christmas. It's December 25th. And that movie is Aquaman, The Lost City. This movie, I really like the original Aquaman. I did put it on my list of superhero movies because it's actually, I don't know why I didn't put it on my list. Come to think of it, I didn't think of that. But it's good. It's good. I like it. It's not a perfect superhero movie, but honestly, it probably should have been on my top 20 because it's really good. Again, as I've talked about before in other videos, sometimes as I think over stuff more, I realize that I have stuff that I need to change on my list. So maybe years down the road, I'll be putting out another videos of the updated on my top 20s or something like that, because it might change. Again, as people recommend more movies, I might check out more movies. As new movies come out, I might check them out and be like, oh yeah, I would like this movie. I really like this movie. I like this movie. I'm gonna change this one with that. You get the point. So, but this movie, why I said I don't know if it's gonna come out at all is because there's the whole things that's going on with DC and how James Gunn is taking over. I'll go to a video talking about James Gunn later on and how I'm not the biggest fan of his movies and I'm not the biggest fan of what he's doing with the DCU. But for right now, I'll just say this. There's multiple reasons why this could be canceled. One of the main reasons, of course, being that one of the main characters in this movie is Amber Heard. And I don't know if they're going to want to continue having her in those movies. There's talk about that they might just remove her in the movie. But the other thing about it is DC's going for a lot of changes, and they'll be like, this movie's like long down the road. I don't know if I think they have started shooting this movie. I don't know if they have started shooting this movie. I don't know what's going on with this movie. I really know nothing about it besides that the name and the date is planned to come out. I really want to see this movie because the first one was awesome. The visuals were awesome. The story was good for the most part. It was a good Aquaman movie. I wish they could make an Aquaman movie where it's more accurate to the comics. I'm sorry, but you can have the blonde hunk of a man in a movie. I mean, you can do that. You can have the normal Aquaman. Like, I feel like we're living in a society that's turning away from fairy tales and being accurate to, like, they have to make everything realistic. And the fact of the matter is, I'll go to a whole video talking about this later, but the fact of the matter is, people who are saying, let's only look at superhero movies from the reality standpoint. It takes some of the fun of it. Fantasy and superhero movies and stuff like that are not supposed to be just reality. It's supposed to be in a fantasy world, and it's okay to have fantasy. I will talk about a whole video about this later, but for right now, I like the original. I think it's really good, and I really wanted to see a sequel after watching it, but I still want to see a sequel. The name of this movie sounds amazing. It reminds me of Lost City of Atlantis. It sounds like it could be a really fun movie. I don't know who the villain is. I don't know anything about this movie, but it looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I really want to see it. And so overall, hopefully it comes out. Hopefully it's good. Well, that's all I really have to say about the movie. Okay, so these are the list of movies I really liked from 2023. If you guys have different opinions than me, please mention them. If I missed any ones on this list that's coming out that you think is going to be really good, again, mention them. The year before was really bad with movies, and I came out with some really, terrible movies. Again, I wanted to make a list of top 10, and I could only think of 6 movies to put on that list. Again, some of the stuff that I could have put on the list was Anywhere, Always, All at Once. But I haven't seen that movie yet. I really want to get to that movie. There's other movies that year I never got to watch it, and when I watch them, I'll probably add them to a new list. Again, with this year, more movies as the year go on, more movies are going to come out. I saw a trailer for a movie. I don't even remember what the movie was, but it looked really good. It looked like it had Anthony Mackie in it. It looked like a really good movie, but I don't remember the name for it. So, if I ever figure out the name for that probably would make my list too, because that movie looks like it's a lot of fun. So, overall, yeah, this is my opinions on what movies I want to see in 2023. Hopefully, I'll be able to put out reaction videos to these as soon as I can when they come out, so that I can give you guys my opinions. Again, as I said before at the beginning, I don't know if I'll see all these movies in theaters. I really respect and I really want. Okay, first of all, let's do this quickly, right? I want to thank you because the last couple videos I put out all reached close to 100, if not over 100 views. The last couple of videos I put out. I thank you guys for that. It's really awesome. Actually, one of my videos I put out talking about Captain Marvel, I actually, of the time we recorded this video, it's sitting at 197 views. We're so close to getting 200 views on that. And I thank you guys for that. We now have 18 subscribers. Again, I thank you guys for that. That's awesome. I really appreciate you guys for subscribing. The more we grow in this community, the better we can get. But the thing about it is, as I said at the beginning, I don't know if I'll be able to watch all these movies in theaters to really like start spending too much money on this. This might spend too much, like spend a lot of money on this channel, like watching all these movies in theaters would have the problem of watching all these movies in theaters. I would run into the problem of, I would spend a lot of money, and in total, maybe all those videos would get 100 views, right? 100 views, awesome. That means 100 people might have watched all the way through that video and saw my reaction, and 100 people would say, hey, maybe I do want to watch this video, maybe I don't. But the fact of the matter is, when I look at my statistics, a good amount of people drop off after the first minute of my videos and all. And the fact of the matter is, so that means most people do not see all those. And the fact of the matter is, I can't too much of my money just going out to see a movie so I can tell 80 people about what I think of this movie. I really appreciate all of you guys. Would you rent out a stadium just so you can talk to 18 people? Or would you go to someone's house and have all 18 people go to that house to talk with them? You get the point? I wouldn't. Yes, I guess the prices of watching a movie is not as much as renting a stadium, but it builds up, right? So if we think of it this way, right? We have 8 movies on this list, and let's just say the average cost of a ticket for a movie, I know this might be a little higher, might be a little low. I haven't researched what ticket prices are, but let's just say it's around $10, right? So that's about $80 in the whole year that I just spent so that 18 people could hear my review on a movie. Or I could just, wait until it comes out and I can watch it on DVD, or I can watch it on digital and all, and then say, hey, here's my review now that it comes out on digital. This is where, should you waste your time watching it or not? I mean, you get the point. I don't know if I will spend. Some of the movies I might see in theaters. The other fact of the matter is, in my area, there's not much theaters nearby, so I have to go like a half an hour away just to watch a movie in theaters. So, again, as the channel grows, I might say, yeah, it's worth the half an hour drive to go watch a movie, or is it not? I mean, you get the point? If I watch a movie in theaters, I will put out a review as soon as I can, but if I don't watch it in theaters, I will, put out a review once I see it, because I can't put out a review about a movie I haven't seen yet. So, overall, that's probably why some of these movies I won't see in theaters, even that some of them I might want to. Some of these movies I actually might want to see in theaters, I just can't be spending too much money on this channel right now, or as this channel grows, I'll just spend more and more money. So basically, the more views we get, the more subscribers we get, and the better quality we can have these videos, the more videos can be put out. Again, as I said before, I put it out only 2 videos a week, right? If it was growing like 10 subscribers a day, we would get a constant flow of at least 200 views a day, stuff like that. I'll be like, okay, this is worth trying to put out more than 2 videos a week. Put out more videos so that it can reach more people. Put out more videos because it's actually worth my time. Spend more of my time. Right now, I'm trying to put as little time as I can while still trying to edit videos and stuff like that. It takes more time than you would think. For anyone who's just thinking that you can just start a YouTube channel, get millions of views, and make the money, it's not as easy as that. You spend a lot of time recording and editing. For right now, I recorded this video, and we're sitting at around 53 minutes of recording. I'm going to edit it down, so it's not going to be that long, but the fact of the matter is, you record for over an hour these stuff, and then you have to cut it down to what you actually want to talk about in your video. I'm going to take out the ums, I'm going to take out the most of the rights. It's it's different stuff. Like you pick up as I edit these videos, I pick up stuff that I didn't even realize I do. Like I apparently say right a lot. Like you know what I'm talking about, right? I mean, like, right? See, I'm doing it right now. Anyway, so basically, as our channel grows, we can put out more videos. But for right now, I can't put too much time. I have to work a full-time job, different stuff like that, while I'm making these videos, so that I can, I can pay the bills and all while this channel is growing. As the channel grows, I might be able to do some more stuff than just this. Again, I want this once we reach 10,000 subscribers, I'll start a second channel, right? And that's gonna take more time. But you see what I'm saying about how I have 10,000. That means I have 10,000 people who actually I know will want to watch these videos. And a second channel, that means even if not all 10,000 people say I want to watch this video, that means I already have at least, let's just say, even only half of them decides that they want to watch the other channel too. That's already 5,000 people that actually wants to watch that video. Okay, it's worth starting a second channel if it's 5,000 people. That means 5,000 people actually want to see this. But the fact of the matter is, if I said, hey, we just reached 50 subscribers, I'm going to start a second channel. I just now spend more time so that if we go with the half thing again, so 25 people can enjoy these videos, right? Yes, it's important that each and every one of you guys count. But the fact of the matter is, if we look at it from this one, if someone opened a grocery store and they knew they were getting 5 customers a day, is that grocery store worth it? Is it worth putting your full time and effort into the grocery store when you are only getting a little bit? You only have a little bit of food there, and you get 5 people in to buy some stuff, and they just buy a couple items and leave, right? You're let's just say you're making like 500 a day, right? Now that might sound like a lot, but then you think about it as you have to pay taxes on that. You have to pay rent for the building. You have to do all that stuff. You have to do revenue. You have to buy a food to put in there. You get the point? You're losing all that money because you are just choosing to have this thing that only 5 people are going to actually buy from you a day. Now, I might be completely wrong. Maybe I don't understand this part. So, you get what I'm saying, right? If you have a restaurant and you only have a couple people coming in a day to your restaurant, you are losing a lot of money off that. If I put all my time and effort into a channel with, again, I really appreciate all the subscribers we have, but if I put so much effort into this channel when it's only a couple subscribers, when it's only like close to 20 subscribers, that means that at most I know I have 20 people who want to watch my video. Is that worth quitting your job? Is that worth spending your whole time and effort to try to help those 20 people? Yeah, I would love to be able to just, if money wasn't a thing, I would love to be able to put all my time and effort into this, because again, as I've talked about before, I really, really want to inspire new creators. I want to but the fact of the matter is I also have to live. If I literally starve to death because I'm too busy trying to make these videos and put them online so that these 20 people can see these videos, or I could put out 2 videos a week, work a job, be able to live in a house, it's going to be better on your guys's, because I'll be able to make more content in the long run, and then in the short run. So again, if you guys want to see me put out more videos, you have to help me grow the channel. I really appreciate every subscriber I have so far, but I need more, and we need more if we want to make this channel bigger. So overall, I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry if we got on the whole rant about why we need to, why I might not be able to watch all this movie in theaters and stuff like that. But the point is, I really appreciate all the work you guys have been doing. I really, really appreciate having as much subscribers as I have right now. again, as I said before, I mean, I wish I had more, but I'm not going to complain about how little I have. It's a building process. As we grow, we can do more. But the fact of the matter is, we're already doing. I put out 2 videos a week. I'm already doing stuff for you guys, and I'm enjoying every moment that I'm doing with this. Every moment I'm spending on this, I'm enjoying it. I just can't spend all my time on it. That's the whole thing. So I really appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you for subscribing. If you guys know of anyone who also might like this channel, please share with them. I would inspire more people like that. I want to inspire people to help, not for my own greedy self, but I want to help people because I hate, as I've said before, I hate what Hollywood is doing to the movie industry. When Hollywood is putting aside good work for just money. And I might sound like a hypocrite because I was literally just going on a whole rant about the importance of how money has to go into creative when you're making videos and all. But the point is, yes, I do agree that money has to go into it. You have to think of, and I will make the whole section of this channel, the whole time when we're talking about making great films, I will be going into maybe a month straight of just talking about how to market and how to actually make your video and make your movie something that people want to watch. The fact of the matter is, even with this whole thing I'm saying about the intros and all, when I'm talking about with the intros, it's not because I said, here, this is how you make a great movie that will make no money. It's, here, this is how you make a great movie that will keep your audience so that you make more money. Because the fact of the matter is, if you want to make more money, you want to have people who want to continue watching your movie. If, just like in my videos, the more time you guys watch my videos, the more money I can get off of that, and the more I can give out to you guys, and the more I can give to you. I can make more videos. I can do, and there's a lot I can do when we're able to have more views. We're able to have more people see this channel. So the point is basically, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe because I really want to grow this channel more so we can reach more people. So, yes. Again, leave your comments below about this topic, the topic of the video, deal with what movies you're excited about watching in 2023. And also leave comments about maybe some tips you guys have about how to make this channel better. Leave any tips on how to market it better to people. You get the point. Leave tips. Leave encouraging comments just saying, hey, I love the videos, I just subscribed, thank you for that. Hey, I really didn't like this video that much, this is what you did wrong. Thank you, I'll learn from that, I'll try to learn from that. You get the point? Encouragement and criticisms are very good things for growing this channel. I want to be able to make more videos, and I want to be able to, get more subscribers. And I really want to be able to reach more people. And reaching more people, one of the things about that is getting more subscribers. Getting more people to like the videos. All that. Getting more people to view the videos. That's how you reach out to people. Again, subscribe. Just turn on notifications. Share with your friends. And like the videos so that we can reach more people. Overall, this has been the Movie Night Review. Peter Waring, signing off.